market moves through 6,000. How much higher can we go? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay guys, so in yesterday's video, as well as the last few weeks, as you can see from October 15th, our thumbnail said 6,000 on deck. We've been looking for this 6,000 area. We've had a setup for it. Setups take time to play out, and here we are moving through 6,000, and the bulls still have room to grow. So how far can they take it? I'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, before we jump into the charts, as always, we are going to take a look at the indicator. If you're unfamiliar with that, we built a trading view indicator that is absolutely crushing. We did have another trend day yesterday, and again, trend days are not great day trading days just because they don't offer many reversals. But let's go ahead and jump in and take a look. Okay, guys, if you're new here and you haven't seen this before, we are on the 5-minute SPY chart. The indicator is built for the SPY specifically, but it does work on other assets. We have the blue sections here on the right and left. That is our after hours trading. We don't trade after hours, but we do have it on to set the SPY indications. We trade the white section, which is regular trading hours. Now, if you're interested in this indicator, I'm going to tell you how to get it in just a minute because it is crushing the market. You can go back and look at the last several weeks of videos where we've been highlighting how it's done, and it catches tops and bottoms really well. Again, this was a trend day, so not one of the best trading days you can get, but in that case, you will see we opened the market here, moved up. They had a sell here that failed. You did get a sell here that succeeded. They came back to the 21, very common trend day move. So you got a winning sell here, a losing sell here, and a really nice winning sell here, followed by a winning buy. But this is all fed and after 10 o'clock. I don't trade after 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time or 1 p.m. Eastern. I live in the West Coast, so it's Pacific Standard Time. Anything after 10 o'clock to me is always choppy and unreliable. So as we get into the first part of the day, you had two sell winners. And if you took this one into the Fed, that was okay. But two sell winners and two sell losers. Again, not a bad day, just not a great day because it's a trend day. If you're day trading on a trend day, you have two options, either sit out or chase, and we don't chase. So just a few trades, two successful, two not successful, but this one was a really nice one here. So if you were interested in getting this, it takes emotion out of trading. This is the beauty of the whole thing. You sit there and you watch and you got all your indicators. You got like 12 indicators up and you're looking for key levels and you're looking for exact things and you got to watch all the things at once, and then you miss something. You think, oh, I should get long here, but you missed something on one indicator or thing that you're looking at. You don't have to do any of that. This indicator is forward looking. It is not a past performance indicator, meaning it is not delayed. Most indicators are behind the market, and by the time they tell you the market's going up, the market's already 10% up, or 10 points up from where it was, not 10%, 10 points up from where it was. This gets you in at tops, as you can see here, and bottoms, as you can see here. It's looking for reversals, and it does a very, very good job of doing it. If we go back to earlier days, you will see 2- and 3-point moves captured on the SPY, which for day trading are enormous moves. It very often has the reversals at the top and bottom. It's emotionless. It's easy. It's super simple. If you're struggling to understand day trading, make it simple and get this indicator. To do that, there's a link down in the description. Check that out. It'll take you right to the web page, and you'll go to our Trading View Indicators area right here under Membership Plans. The indicator is $59 a month, and I love this indicator so much that here's what I'm going to do for you because I want you to have it because I know you will succeed, and I want struggling traders to actually succeed trading the market. I just had a comment on my YouTube channel about if you don't have inside information, you can't trade any of this stuff, and that's nonsense. We trade it successfully all the time. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you a 30-day money-back guarantee because I want you to try it out and prove to you that it's awesome. And if you don't love it, shoot me an email and I'll give you a refund. Somebody shot me an email just yesterday and said, hey, I'm just not comfortable day trading. I wanted to try it out. It's not for me. That's okay. No big deal. I gave him a refund, took him away from the indicator so he doesn't have it anymore, and we both move on. Guys, this is a risk-free deal that I'm telling you will absolutely help you in your trading journey. So I'd love for you to see it and get it and use it. 30-day money-back guarantee for you. Okay, now let's jump into the chart and take a look. All right, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500. And yesterday we talked about the fact that they should be pushing up into this 1236 to 1382 area. 6009 was my target. We hit 6012 and pulled back slightly off of that. They're at 6006 right now. They came back just under 6000. They can extend directly, and the next fib higher is the 6057 area, so 6057. If they do that, our support does move up. But for right now, what we're looking at for support is 5931. to as low as 58.82. We'd like to see them hold 59.31 for a couple reasons. Number one, it's the 1.0 extension. It's the common support area for wave 4 of 3 of 3. And we would also be looking at this breakout area being at that exact level as well. So you had this high right here at 59.31. They pulled back, broke back above it. Perfect support zone. So we would look for a back test of this and then a move towards the 6,087 to 6,100 area, 61.35. One more pullback up to 62.50 or so. And then you'd look for one more pullback after that, and finally up to that 6,300 area overall. Now, the caveat for this continuation is they just have to continue holding support. And right now, support is that 59.31 to 58.82 area. Should they break below 58.82, that will quickly open the door to the downside and a much bigger potential pullback. We would look for them to push directly into this 5800 area first, maybe give us a bounce and then come down and test 57.25. But this will be a main support level. If they break below that, we could see the market break down pretty quickly and come down and test this low down here at 54.50, 54.60, and ultimately down to the August lows after that. So big support levels now. The risks do rise as we get higher. If they come down and break support, it is a good time to move along and get short or get out of the market, get out of your longs, take profit, and wait for a better entry. So support, again, last time 58.82 up to 59.31. As long as they stay above that, 6,300 is on deck. Over on the NASDAQ. All right, guys, so on the NASDAQ, we said they'd race up into this 21,000 to 21,300 area. They did just that. I said around this all-time high, they should hit a wall of resistance and consolidate, and that's essentially what they did. They got up to that area and stayed there, consolidated. I said they'd probably do this in the pivot for a minute and then extend. Our next target to the upside, if they break over 21,313, is 21,776. And the natural target actually comes in at 22,239, so it's a pretty good run-up we're still looking for here. So the bulls will likely consolidate and try to break out. Those would be the targets we're looking for. Essentially, it becomes a squeeze. You have a bunch of bears trying to hold this level and push down and give a double top. And once they break through, that turns into a squeeze, our next target being, again, 21,776. Now, to the downside, they are in the pivot now, so we want them to hold the 0.5. If they break down out of the pivot, 20,794 is now our support. It also comes down to this breakout area right here that they broke above this resistance zone. Come back test that. Very common to see that happen. And then break out to 21,000. So we could see a pullback on both charts here, a small one into support. Again, as long as support holds and as long as we are above support, as long as we're above support, pressure is up. On the NASDAQ, our overall targets are between 22,989 to 23,740. So plenty of upside for the bulls still. But I do encourage you to watch yesterday's video called Know Thy Risks. I go over why our banking industry is in trouble, why the market is in a precarious spot, and what happens when support breaks. This can be an ugly time once this does happen. So check that out just so you have an idea of what the risks are as we rise higher in these markets. Again, NASDAQ support, 20,794, a break above 21,313, and we should squeeze up into the 21.7 to 22.2 areas. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It'll take you over to the webpage. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans that both come with a 7-day free trial. That's because I want you to get in there, make sure you love it, become part of the trading team, interact with PT and I, and make sure it's for you before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. You literally have nothing to lose by checking us out. We do have a yearly plan if you want a discount there, but more importantly, we have our educational material. If you want to learn how to find these key levels, we have our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course and our advanced Elliott Wave course. Both of these courses break down exactly how we find all of these levels. The advanced course just goes through some more advanced patterns that play out that are much harder to find in the market. They are much rarer as well, but we're seeing a lot more of them lately in this complex market. In the advanced course, we go through your advanced fib levels, the diagonals, the double, triple threes, the flats, triangles, and how to trade Elliott Wave. These patterns are very complex and they're very hard to understand, and the trading Elliott Wave is really where you make your money and understand when in these complex patterns to enter these trades. Now you can see on the screen this is helping our traders. They are loving it and they are making money using it, but I understand if this is too complex or you're just getting started. So if you are, we also have our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course. This course is helping real traders make real money and finally understand a market in a way that makes sense. I was very saddened to hear somebody comment that the market is rigged and unless you had inside information, you don't know how to trade. It's impossible. The market doesn't make sense if you're emotional because emotional beings don't make sense. The market is emotional itself. It reacts on fear and greed. And when you are dealing in emotions, you are dealing with odd things. Think about when you are frustrated with your boyfriend or girlfriend and you send a text that you're like, oh, why did I just do that? That doesn't make any sense. If I want to get them back, why would I say something so dumb? You know what I mean? Emotions are for dating, not for trading. So Elliott Wave helps you understand your emotions because Elliott knew that the news cycles meant nothing, but the key levels did. And he knew what happened when those key levels broke and what happens when they held. And that gives you a huge advantage over the rest of the market. In this course, we have 25 videos where we go through 3 parts. Your introduction, we introduce you to Elliott Wave Theory, the KISS method, and why this works. We get you your chart set up and tools, so you're set up for success. All the tools we use, how we use them, and why we use them. And the Elliott Wave for Beginners area where we go through each of the waves, how to break them down, how to find the measurements, how to find these key levels, the pivot, the theory of alternation, corrective depth theory, everything you need to know to make sense of a complex market. Now, the cool thing about these courses is if you want to get them at a discount, we have our bundle pack where you can get $37 off and get both of them at the same time. But if you want to get them for free, simply join one of our monthly rooms as they are included in these prices. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go through all of the charts. Guys, we went through Bitcoin. We go through Bitcoin all the time. If you're a Bitcoin person, that's part of our midday video. We were on Bitcoin at 30,000 for the breakout back in October of last year. I told my guys we were ready to break out towards 85K and then 100K. We were on it over the last few weeks. So if you're a Bitcoiner, it's in there. If you're a gold person, it's in there. If you have stocks you have on your own that you're curious about, I go through those. It's an incredible call, about 45 minutes. That alone is worth the $49 a month. And on top of that, you get all of the training material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing in day trades. We do trade quite often in my room. Now, if you're looking for individual stocks, futures trading, advanced trading, and income trading, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in my room, as well as individual stocks, futures trading, his income trading method, guys. It's crushing the market, makes money on it almost every day, and his reduced risk binary method that gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures that trade that's so unique. Something you kind of have to see to understand, which is another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, key takeaways for today. It's a bull market. Don't get in the way. It's a wave 3. Don't get in the way. We are at some resistance areas, but until they fully pull back, pressure is up. Next fib to the upside is 60.57. A pullback from here needs to hold 59.31 to 58.82 as support. Below that, things can unravel pretty quickly. Over on the NASDAQ, they're in the pivot right now, looking to try to break above it. 21,313 is that level. Should they break above that, we're looking at 21.7 to 22.2. In those levels, we would look for the market to pull back again, but with an ultimate target of 23,000 to 23,750. A break down below 20,794, and they can unravel this market pretty quickly. Guys, it's the weekend. Grab yourself a drink. Get out of the house. Go have some fun. Spend some time with your family. I'll talk to you next week.